Hi.
Hello, Mallards. It's
Look,
Friday.
I'm wearing green makeup today.
You are.
Because my friend is Aromantic and this is their color.
I'm
and they
wearing
were
green
late, so I had
today,
time to
too.
put green on.
Aw. I'm wearing green today, too. We are celebrating Aerospec Awareness Week by having a hangout. And we are going to watch a non-romantic film. We're going to watch the documentary and film version of Grey Gardens. Because also part of this, I guess, is educating Mallory about gay culture.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
Along with being aware of her.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I'm aware of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
You're
it doesn't
welcome.
mean a lot. Mm-hmm. So we're going to watch a documentary and then a film about a mother and daughter. And I'm pretty excited. I'll let you know what I think of it. Maya has seen the documentary, but not the film? Or the other way around?
No, that's right.
Okay, yeah. And so it'll be a new experience for both of us when we get to the film part. But it's going to be fun. Ooh,
Yay.
ooh. Yeah, let's go. We finished the documentary. I loved it. I feel like it was actually the perfect choice because I feel like little Edie is an aromantic icon. All the boys fell for her and she never fell for them is what they literally said in that documentary.
That's true. That's a good angle. Yeah.
It was a perfect choice. I'm adding it to the list of aromantic features. I feel like there are a lot of things that I will take away from this film, but the number one thing is that neither of them wore any piece of clothing except shoes in the way they are intended to be worn. Just
like pieces of fabric pinned and tied and sometimes just laying on them.
Yeah. Like the amount of times that what they were wearing as a shirt was like the shirt on your front using the sleeves tied around your back. It was... And there was an outfit that little Edie wore that was like, I'm not even sure, just like 8 different kinds of fabric sort of tied. It is impressive, though. You know, it takes a talent to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a fascinating film, and it definitely left me with more questions than answers. The main question being, what happened to the other children, and why are they not there?
They're probably off having actual lives, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're wild eccentric. I love that they are, like, screaming at each other. 1 second. I mean, obviously, I don't know how much time passes, right? It's a documentary, so, like, I'm not sure how long they were following them, how many days are in between these shoots.
I think it was just the summer.
Yeah. But I love, like, the way that it's edited together, right? Is her being like, I hate you. I never, ever want to stay here. All I want to do is get out. And then her being like, this is actually a pretty nice place. My mother's really fun. I hope she doesn't die. Really I went on an entire emotional journey. And now we're going to watch the fictionalized version.
Drew Barrymore, Jessica Lange.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen, so this is new to me too.
Yes, it'll be exciting for us both.
I'm hoping that it will give more context to kind of the stuff that you don't see in the documentary.
I hope so too. And maybe help solidify some of the characters for me, because they did talk about a lot of other people whose names sounded too similar for me to keep track.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And now we've watched the film version. What did you think?
It was cool. It's definitely... I think it paints them in a significantly more sympathetic light because you get a lot more context. Like, Mallory and I were talking about how it's hard in the documentary to keep track of all of the characters.
Yes.
Because they're just telling stories about them. And so, like, it's hard to keep track of all of the names. But
in this, there are other actors because they, like, do flashbacks or they have other people come in because it's, like, a film about them that includes the documentary being made. And it definitely is easier to keep track of everybody. And it does make it a little more heart-wrenching. Also, though, Man, Drew Barrymore and Jessica Lange are like so spot on, especially watching them back to back. You're just like, wow, they did such a good job. There are several scenes that are like directly just from the documentary, and they did such a good job of like really matching that energy. It was so impressive. But yeah, you're definitely like a little more sympathetic. Maybe even towards everyone. Like, they talk a lot of smack about all of the men in the documentary. But in this film, they gave all of them like a little bit more like sadness and depth. Not necessarily that they needed that, but it happened. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it too. I can't decide. Like, I think I liked the documentary more.
It's the original.
Yeah, and just because of the feel of it.
And you, like, actually see them. Like, it, you know, as opposed to, like, these are actresses playing copies of the things that they did in a documentary.
Yeah, but I enjoyed both of them immensely. I think they're really interesting characters. I think that it's like a sweet story, and I love that it's become such an iconic thing. You know, I bet the Beals would be delighted to know how popular they've become. Yeah, I don't know. It was really fun. I'm glad that we watched it. What a wonderful way to spend the evening. Thank you for having me, Maya.
It was delightful.
And these were both on HBO. So if you want to check them out, you too can have this experience. And apparently there's also a musical. Maybe we'll see that at some point. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow.